Going on, everybody? Hey, I'm back. It's been a minute since I've been so busy with football and family and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, this has been like what? I think my last upload was a month ago, probably just before my birthday and before the football season started. So I'm actually rocking my old North Stars cap. This was the high school baseball cap from a few years ago, and so yeah, now I'm just using this one to get all beat during football because I'm a pretty involved coach, so I get pretty sweaty out there, whether I'm running the quarterback scout or I'm getting in there. You wanna jump in? Say up. Boom, son. You gonna show him your owie? Where's your owie? What happened? Did you fall down? Stand up. Stand up. Did you fall down? Where'd you fall down? Outside?
Yes.
You fall down the stair?
Yes.
On the front porch?
Yes.
And what happened? Did you cry?
Yes.
And now you have an owie?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, you want to get down now?
Yes.
All right, let's get down. So yeah, that just happened yesterday. Fun. But at least he didn't break his leg, right? So that's good. So yeah, just been busy. We actually had this is Saturday before Labor Day. Last Saturday we had our first game, and on the 18th we had our first scrimmage. So that was nice. This year we've been a little bit behind on the offensive install compared to other years because I'm helping coach. I think I said this in my last video. Tractor? You want to show me your tractor? All right, come here. Show me your tractor. Where's the farmer sit? Right here. Right there. Put that thing up his butt. Yes. All right. Say bye.
Bye.
I think I said in my last video that we were combining coaching staffs with the 6th and 7th grade, so we've been a little bit behind with the install of our plays and stuff like that. So the scrimmage went fine. We just kept our plays basic because we were actually we ended up scrimmaging one of our rivals because where we were going to scrimmage got rained out and flooded, so they rescheduled us to somewhere local here in Waukesha, and then we ended up scrimmaging two different teams than we were supposed to. So we kept it vanilla, but I started realizing that because we were helping out the 6th grade so much that our 7th grade team was being hindered. We actually had one kid, since we go easy on the 6th grade team when the 7th grade does defense, we don't go full speed or full contact versus them, but we always let up whenever we get in the backfield, and that's exactly what happened in the scrimmage versus another team. Our outside linebacker came free quickly, was going to just run through the quarterback legally, and totally just like let up and gave him like a chest bump from behind, and like we're like thinking, hit him. So just things like that, we realized that our 7th grade team was, not learning what they should, and kind of being trained to go easy. So this last 2 weeks we've been getting back on track, and again, last week we played our first game. I think we won 40. Hey, Luke.
Yeah?
What was the score of the South game?
46-0.
46 or 45?
46.
46-0. So we scored with the ball all 7 times. We didn't give up a freaking first down, and had 2 interceptions. Our starting quarterback put up 5 touchdowns in the first half. We subbed him out for our backup, and we had a running clock in the second half, and we scored 2 touchdowns the 2 times we had the ball in the second half. So the 8-minute quarters go real quick, especially with that rolling clock. So that was good. And this team that we played is a Waukesha rival, but their program is really suffering. Over the last 3 years, we've outscored them 117-0. So they're just struggling big time. It's a 7th grade program too, so you should be competitive and at least be able to execute your plays, get the handoffs down. We run a shotgun spread offense, and thankfully my son Luke is a center, and we almost get 100% snaps all the time. And we have a really good quarterback, so even if it is a low or high or sideways snap, we still get them. But this team was bad. It's real bad. And I had watched them scrimmage on the 18th, and they were dominating on defense. They were running a 4-4. So anything between the ends, they were just pounding this team. And then the other team finally, in the last couple minutes of the scrimmage time, started running a couple pitch sweeps, which were, those are junior football, like not junior football, even PB football plays. Not something that you typically run. But then they got big yards on this team. But I think this team that we played thought they were going to do well with this pressure defense, and we just smoked them. Just threw the ball all over the place, and yeah, like Luke's saying, they didn't have a first down. I already told you guys that. So anyway, so let's update with that. We have a bye week this week. Thankfully, it's actually raining this Saturday here in Wisconsin, so it would have been a crappy time to play. But looking to go 8-0 this year. So our schedule is a little bit easy, except for one game, I think on September 28th or something. The fourth Saturday in this month is going to be tough versus a team that beat us last year. Kettle Moraine, they have just a ginormous quarterback that's really good. So got a bunch of stuff to show off. I got this in a trade. This is a Chris Weidman bedazzle refractor, I like to call it. Made a trade to get this, so nice to get that. I think these are numbered out of, they are not numbered, but it is a 2013 finest bedazzle refractor. I don't know if they did a finest like this for the other sports, but I like to get these whenever possible. I don't really have those cards in my collection to send out, so when I see somebody that gets it and they want to trade them, I'll trade for them. So speaking of trades and bedazzle refractors, got this one in a trade, Leota Machida. So there's that. George St. Pierre by a trade with my pal, with my pal Don. I've TTM Randy Couture consistently over the years and never had gotten this card signed or sent it. And I searched my walls for the card, figuring I had to have this one done because Randy Couture is a perfect signer. And I found it at my desk at work. I was gonna send it next, so I'm not gonna end up sending that. I'll give him that one to keep. Same guy, another trade, Leota Machida and gold. And then second to last card is actually a blue refractor from 2012 finest of Vanderlei Silva. Now is a hard signature to get. It's nice to nail that one out. And then I made a trade because the eBay dude sent me the wrong card. I was able to trade a different Rampage signed card for this Rampage signed card. So that worked out real well with eBay dudes screwing up that shipment. This was a 101 help in person at the AKA gym in San Jose. I was surprised to get this. My buddy Neil just asked me for my address yet again. Wasn't sure what he was going to send, but I realized he had just went and did IP. So it was cool to get that. It's on a chrome. I forget where I got this. Might have been that same trade with Don. Al Iaquinta, whatever you want to say. Raging Al, like that guy, big favorite of mine. You guys have seen the fight-worn gloves I've got, or not fight-worn UFC hand wrap I got from him. And then this one came in TTM, Chaz Skelly, nicknamed the Scrapper. Kind of hard to see on camera. There's a good angle. And then this one turned out pretty sick. You guys remember a couple of videos ago, Garrett got me a CM Punk green 2017 knockout done. This is Chaz Skelly's 2017. Nicely inscribed, the Scrapper. Try to get inscriptions whenever possible with guys with weak signatures. Excuse me, burping. And then he had sent me a note. Actually, this is probably one of the best handwritten notes I've gotten from a fighter as far as handwriting goes. Usually they're real rough. So, speaking of eBay dude, this was part of the lot that I had received. I'm looking to trade this. This is a Rampage Jackson signed 8x10. I really wanted the eBay lot, and it came with 3 unsigned photos. So there's a Bellator promo right there on the top. What? Okay. I don't know what you said. So eBay dude pickup was right here. The remaining 2 lots that I purchased. So I purchased a Brandon Vera, Brandon the Truth Vera lot. This video is gonna go real long. So I already have this, so this will be for trade. Put that over there, but I needed this for my set. Did not want to send this to Randy Couture to get signed because he's getting kicked in the liver. So nice to get that nailed out. Looks horrible in the sheet, but so that was part of the lot. Quantity, whatever. You guys know what's up. Most of you guys don't even care. You guys watch my videos out of pity probably. And then here was the other two cards in the Rampage lot. 2012. 2012 Knockout in gold, and then this was the one I really wanted. Hard to get, and if I would have gotten it signed, it would have been personalized. This is a paperback, so I couldn't have removed the personalization. So this is nice to get this unpersonalized. This is a legacy insert. Really cool cards from back in like 2011. Nice to get that done. A long gone TTM that came back that was found by me and Keith Jardine. Little note, and then 3 cards. Nice to get this card done. I thought this was lost, so nice to get this back. Nice to inscribe Mean on a 15 Chronicles, and then 2 signed round 2s. One of those will be for trade in my extras bin. Now here was a TTM rack. I had a display. You guys have seen some of my displays in the other room. They're a red mat with like a 8x10 or 8.5 by 11 promo cutout, and then 3 cards below. I had an extra one of those I pulled off the wall, and I filled it with cards for Brian Caraway, and I've had it underneath my desk right here probably for 3 to 4 years. Finally got that package out. Just because of the postage ding, and he was busy. He's been, him and Misha Tate broke up, so he's been going through stuff. And finally the timing worked out, and I sent it to him. I had like a brick of cards in there for him to keep, plus that mat display, and I asked for 2 promos in return, in addition to getting my card signed. So really nice to get those old promos back, and then this was a more modern one that they give out at the Fight Expos. But really stoked to get this one. Brian Caraway is a guy I've corresponded with over the years. Met him in person a few times with my kids. I had him sign 13 cards for me. None of them, or actually maybe a couple of them are duplicates. Like right here's a duplicate. And there's a duplicate, because I will be putting those in a matte display. And here's a 13 Bloodlines insert. Here's another one of those 17 Knockout green parallels. And look at that. Signed it on the patch. As Phil says, on a patch on a shirt he never wore. So nice to nail those out. Glad it finally got done. I had, like I said, that mat was sitting here in the bubble mailer with backing and all that crap for a really long time, and that brick of cards too. So much, it was actually so long ago that I had a brick of cards in there for his former fiance, girlfriend, Misha Tate. They were together for like so many years. Came up together in MMA, so I actually had to take that brick out because she's moved on and actually has a kid with somebody else. So now we can get on to the TTMs. I think that's where I'm at now. I have this little stack of TTMs to get through, and one of them I think was 1,700 days, 1,600 days. It was Frank Mir. He sent me an insert for his podcast. I forget what it's called there. Phone Booth Fighting. Frank Mir and some other guy. Forget. Oh, Richard Hunter. So there it is. So if you guys are interested, check out his podcast. I listen to a few podcasts, so I'm not looking to add any more to my list. Really happy to get this 13. This was the Bedazzle refractors that you saw before. This is the base of those 13 finest. Oh, speaking of Bedazzle refractor, there it is. Boom. Short quick sig in gold. He had just caught up on all this fan mail from years ago. Many of us, some guys have been out of the hobby for a couple of years, and they were shocked to get some mail from him. I got a nice return from Vitor Belfort, included a business card. So here's a 14 Knockout flag parallel. Used to be my favorite fighter when he was fighting and jacked up on TRT. inscribed it the Phenom. He used to inscribe everything Jesus first and God bless, but now it just says Phenom. Another bedazzle refractor. Man, those are running wild in my video today. 15 Chronicles base. Yeah, he was jacked on testosterone back in the day, before the USADA took over, before they sold UFC. So here's a Dana White signature card I got via trade. Demetrius Johnson, who just lost his belt to Henry Cejudo. Got that in the same trade, and then this one was personalized, removed the personalization. This is a black and white numbered parallel of the 15 Chronicles series, numbered at 188. And then this was a cool return, care of Josh's home, now living not in San Jose anymore. Was my favorite fighter too back in the day. Was an awesome villain with GSP. So this is a round 1, really cool. The first UFC top set. Spanked this one on the mat. That mat's pretty beat too. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, signs at J.K. Check, Josh Koscheck, and Koss 77. Must be the year of his birth. And then this one's a little bit hard to see, but Koscheck is right there and signed it somewhat across the middle there. So that's that. I think I'm caught up with all my stuff. It's been kind of a heartache recently with TTMs. 3 TTMs recently that I've seen guys in our group get back that I sent to also, and DK's getting skipped over. So I've had great luck TTM. I'm usually the one getting returns and other people are not, so gotta take the good with the bad. Just hope that they show up. There's one with Sage Northcutt, most recently Luke Rockhold, and one other one. They were all this week too. The Luke Rockholds came in yesterday. Today's Saturday, I didn't get mine. The Sage Northcutt came in last Friday, I didn't get mine. And my buddy and I sent on the same day to try to see if he would sign. He's never signed TTM before, so that would have been cool to get. Just on one card I sent. And I forget the other one. Oh well, you guys probably wouldn't know who it is anyways, because it's not basketball, football, or baseball TTMs, but it's all good. I know my role, I know my spot. Thank you guys for supporting my videos. I like making these videos and keeping in contact with everybody. So yeah, if you don't know, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DEEAKAY316. So it's DAKY. That didn't sound right. DAK spelled out as I spelled it before, 316. And then join the UFC, not UFC, the MMA TTM group at TTM MMA. TTM MMA, all one word, on Facebook. It's a private group, but everybody gets added as long as you're cool. That's it, as far as I can tell. So that Brian Caraway was one of those 3 rack TTMs I sent out. I'm still waiting on the other one from Henry Cejudo, who just won the belt, so I don't want to bug him. But he's going to be cool to hook me up. Actually, before he won, he sent me a couple Instagram video messages saying that how busy he was and he'll get to it. He probably has it at his house. That was really cool to get his house address because the gym was losing his mail. That's it, everybody. Hope everybody's well. Enjoy football season, and I'll be back with hopefully more updates and an undefeated season for the North Stars. Peace.